Okay, I was getting ready to start doing some repairs on some 128s, but I wanted to revisit this one that I hit the other day that wasn't passing all of its tests, and I want to make it pass all of its tests. And mainly, it's this corrosion, I'm pretty sure. I'll leave a link to the video that came out a few days ago if you want to check out that one first. I know everything works because I then moved everything over to a 64 and everything passed. So we're going to get a closer look at these, clean them up, and hopefully that will solve our problem.
Say, kids, what time is it?
It's 8-bit doodads time!
So this is a look at generally what I'm dealing with right here. Both sets of connections are that bad. When I ran the diagnostic the first time, or actually a couple times I ran it, there was a light that goes on this connector here that didn't even come on. So we're going to start cleaning these. I'm going to start with a Q-tip and some isopropyl alcohol. Then I'm going to attack it with an eraser, and we'll see how that works, if there's any visible difference. If not, we might have to re-tin everything, but it looks like there's enough, looks like there's plenty of plating there. So let's give that a whirl. Okay, I turn it around so I can get to it a little easier. I just started a little bit right there. I don't know if you can see this, but this is the gunk that's coming off of just hitting a couple of the fingers. I'm going to keep going, and I'll probably fast forward it. I'm going to do both sides, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, that is a huge visible difference, and these look that much better. I'm going to try this eraser on this side. I'm still going to flip it over to the other side too, but I don't know. I think the alcohol and the Q-tip works a little bit better, so I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through that. Well, I flipped it over, and the back sides are clean as could possibly be. So I'm going to flip this back over. They look pretty darn good. I think I'm going to No, I'm not going to reassemble it. If you're familiar with this machine, I've had it on before. It has a three-way switch. It's got 3 different kernels here. Okay, that should do it. I'm hoping that's all it was those connections. Video. Machine is off. I'll wait for power. Diagnostic harness or cartridge. Floppy loop back. Keyboard. What else we got? We got the joysticks. We've got the cassette port. And the user port. this was where all the problems were. It was telling me the CIAs were bad, several other things, and this did not light up right here. I'm going to power it up. And let's see what happens. Alright, before I give you the view of the diagnostic screen, I'm going to turn it on so you can see this light. If it lights up, it does. That's fantastic. Now you watch the diagnostics run. I will fast forward this. Okay, so it's telling me keyboard and the control port and U1. Well, that's a lot better than the first time I ran it. Let's I'm going to give this a little more cleaning. Go ahead and turn that off. I'm going to go ahead and give that a little more cleaning. I'm going to pop out the CIA, deoxit that thing. I have no idea what kind of life this thing has lived. Obviously not a real good one, judging this. How dirty they were. Okay, this over here was actually U1, this one's U4. I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. I cleaned it more. I got even more dirt on the Q-tip, and it looks pretty darn clean. Cross off fingers, and I'm going to speed this up. Okay, if at first you don't succeed, read the instructions. Right on the back of this board, it says to start the diagnostics. Then change the position of this switch right here to on. I've got a really hopeful feeling that that is the problem, and that's the reason for this. So I'm going to fast forward. Still showing keyboard, control port, and U1 bad. Well, I guess I could swap out, let me swap these two chips. We'll come back, I'll try it one more time. Okay, I swapped the two CIAs. One thing to note, if you're ever going to do this, this one has the notch up here, this one has the notch down here. They're reversed in there. I thought I would also show you what happens when you turn this on with that switch on the keyboard dongle. It just doesn't want to run. So we turn it off, restart diagnostics. I'll let it go and I'll fast forward it, and we'll know very shortly. Well, it's still showing the same thing, and I know U1 is fine because I swapped it around. Keyboard and control port. Well, this is the keyboard dongle. I could run it again with an actual keyboard plugged in. And this is the control port, which I know I have cleaned up quite extensively. It looks fine. Well, I'm better off than when I started with. I didn't have... It was showing all the... This, and these bad, because this wasn't even making a connection whatsoever. I'm going to leave it at that for now and dig a little deeper. Alright, let's recap this real quick, and then I'm going to wrap it up. Got this all fixed. It was so badly corroded. This is going to need some more work. I just noticed there's a capacitor right here just snapped in half. So that's going to need to be taken care of. I doubt that it affects this. I know for a fact the CIA is good because I swapped them. And it still says that this one's bad, even though the one that was here is now over here. I plugged my keyboard in without this dongle. I laid the 128 on top here and plugged the keyboard in, and it came up with, it didn't say the keyboard was bad, but it did say U1 and user port. So I guess it kind of narrows it down, or not really, I don't know. But this isn't bad, so I think I might need to tackle this and clean it one more time. I don't know. Let me try that real quick. Okay, so yeah, I took this off, cleaned it again and again and again. I worked it back and forth multiple times, and I'm still getting the same thing. I just have to do some further looking into this problem. I'm not even sure where to begin with that. But I will, and you'll see it eventually. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.